Okay, now this is a video that I wanted to make yesterday, but I had to put it on hold temporarily because obviously, as you may or may not know, we did get a little bit of an update on the situation where that one UGC creator did create and upload to the UGC catalogue a few different accessories that, you know, they got accused of looking remarkably like the glowing eyes limited faces. And so considering I had already made a video on that 24 hours prior to receiving the updates, I feel like that kind of took priority over this because those updates on the situation, they were like completely polar opposites to the opinions and information that I had expressed in the first video about that. So, I mean, it did seem a little bit more important to talk about than this, but I am talking about this now. And basically, I think that Roblox has just given us a pretty good update, and I quite honestly, in my own opinion, think that this update looks incredible, and I much prefer how this new updated version of everything looks compared to how it looked before. But as expected, like, the Roblox community has given us quite possibly the most predictable reactions and opinions that they possibly could have. Like, there is so many people saying that they don't like how this looks now, saying that Roblox shouldn't have done this update because it looked better before, and of course, you know, we have the favourite Roblox try not to make useless update for 5-second challenge, brackets impossible. So as made evident by the reactions of the community, I feel like I'm one of the very few people that seems to like this update, and so to kind of give my opinion and defend Roblox a little bit because they have not done anything wrong with this update, this is why I'm talking about this. So it started, first of all, on the 13th of July, and Roblox has made some changes to the navigation bar on both the avatar editor and the avatar shop pages on desktop devices. These changes include new categories and subcategories moved around. This update is currently only out for a percentage of people. I will keep you updated, and unfortunately, I am not included in that percentage of people who have received this update, but all is well, all is fine, because I feel like it's pretty evident that we are all going to end up getting it in the end anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But fear not, because even if you don't have this update for yourself, Bloxy News did provide us with a video showing the changes and also a few different screenshots. So even if you are just like me and you also don't have access to this update just yet, Bloxy News fortunately did provide us with a video showing us exactly what this update is going to hold and what we can expect from it. The first half of the video is showing what it looked like before, which is, it's literally how mine looks right now, so we don't need to see that. But the after, you can actually see it's got some pretty noticeable differences right off the bat. So first of all, in my avatar editor, and probably yours as well, we have recent clothing, body, animations, and costumes. In the after, we have recent characters, clothing, accessory, body, and animations. The first thing that I noticed was the fact that costumes got renamed to characters, and then second of all, I noticed that clothing and accessories actually got separated, which right now the accessories tab is inside of the clothing tab, which kind of technically does not make sense because accessories are very different to clothing, and especially on Roblox. So to see clothing like shirts, pants, and t-shirts get like its whole separate tab compared to all of the different types of accessories that we have, that's probably first of all my favourite thing about this. And apparently the update that we received yesterday was that this update is also in preparation for the release of the upcoming layered clothing feature, which is something I've talked about a few different times before. Like, I don't think I've ever made a whole standalone video about the layered clothing, but I have mentioned it a few different times in a few different videos, and I think that the update could end up being very, very cool. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't excited to see layered clothing or the 3D clothing update, but I feel like we should at least give it a chance, because if executed well and correctly, it could end up being one of the best updates that Roblox will ever give us, because it's basically going to be the UGC catalogue except for clothing designers. But the whole clothing tab is going to be completely separated from the accessories tab, and that is because the accessories tab is no longer going to fit under the clothing tab because of the layered clothing update. It's going to give us a lot more options for clothing, and it's just we're not going to have any space to keep them both together. But now when all of this gets added, in tops there's going to be t-shirts, shirts, jackets, sweaters, tops, outerwear. In bottoms there's going to be pants, shorts, skirts and bottoms. In shoes there's going to be left shoe and right shoe. In classic there is going to be classic shirts, classic pants, classic t-shirts, and then apparently for some reason gear is sitting under clothing as well. I have no idea why gear is under clothing, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I don't know why they are not removing gear. Like at this point I think it's extremely useless. The only thing that people use gears for now is to just showcase them on their profiles and on their avatars. But first of all, from this I noticed the shoe section, left shoe and right shoe, because in the videos that I've made about Roblox shoes so far, I have noted one of my biggest concerns being the fact that I'm kind of scared that they're gonna have us buy left and right shoes separately. To be honest, it could end up being pretty cool if we could mix and match the shoes. Like, we could wear one shoe on our left foot and then a completely different shoe on our right foot, but I just don't think if Roblox forces us to buy the shoes separately and they're not going to come as a pair, I don't think people are going to be very happy about that. I mean, that's just my way of looking at this. Maybe people couldn't care less, but that's honestly the biggest thing I noticed. But some other notable changes are costumes were renamed to characters, accessories moved from the clothing tab to a separate new accessories tab, hair moved from clothing tab to the body tab, no longer grouped with other accessories. Changes also apply to the avatar shop filters. So I think overall I really do enjoy this update. I think they've made it look far better for both the avatar editor and the avatar shop pages, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I kind of wanted to be in Roblox's corner on this one because I've seen so many people, far too many people, saying that this looks awful, or that they preferred the old one, or that this is just a completely useless and pointless update that they shouldn't have put time into. Which, I mean, it's fine. If you don't like how this looks, if you prefer the way it looked previously, that is completely fine. That's called an opinion. You're allowed to have that. But obviously, as always, there is people that take it way too far and they just literally go off on Roblox for doing something in an attempt to make the platform look better, which I personally think they have most definitely done with this update, and I cannot wait for it to actually get released for everyone. But of course, as always, I acknowledge that not every opinion is going to be the same as mine, so if you have a valid opinion, please leave it in the comments below because I love reading your thoughts on all of these updates that Roblox gives to us. So one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. But I'm gonna think of Roblox making some changes to the avatar editor and the avatar shop pages, making the platform look better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.